Pleased now to be joined by a legend of the game, Matt Brown, the immortal. Good to see you, man. You're up against Dhiego Lima. Should be a fun one. How are you feeling about this, and how are you feeling in general?
I feel great, man. Feel great about the fight. Feel great for our fight week. Glad it's here finally. It's been a long, hard training camp and lots of bumps and bruises, man. So ready to heal up and get in there and put some on him.
You know Dhiego pretty well, right, from Tough 25. You've done a bit of sparring together. What's it like when you've got that kind of familiarity with opponent?
We didn't really spar. We did a little bit of training, not sparring, but I don't think it really changes anything, man. I mean, you know, it's just a fight, man. I don't know. Like, I don't think it's really going to change anything other than, there's no like animosity, like we're, I wouldn't say we're friends, but, we like each other. And, I showed him some things on the show and because I was coaching. So, I was trying to help him out and teach him some things. And, so there's no animosity, like we're, we'll shake hands and we'll smile at each other. Then we'll try to knock each other's heads off.
What do you expect from him? What do you expect him to bring?
Well, I don't know. He fights, I guess every fight's about the same with him. He's a really clean and a good striker. And so, yeah, I expect him to be, I know that, he's seen all my fights too, so he knows what to expect from me. And so, I expect a good fight, man. I expect it to be pretty technical. That's what he likes, is a good technical fight. And, I think I can match his technique. So we'll go in there and, we'll find out Saturday.
There are a lot of great siblings actually in MMA. I feel like more than most sports. You've got a win over Douglas. Does that feel all the more satisfying given what Douglas went on to do later in his career? He's now probably one of the best welterweights in the game.
Yeah, it's cool. I always cheer for every opponent that I faced in the past, whether I won or lost. I want to see them do well. There's something about when you share the cage with someone. I don't know, that there's something, you have a new respect for them and you have some sort of camaraderie with them. I don't know if they feel the same about me, but that's how I feel about them. And I always cheer for them after, whether I like them or not before the fight. I always cheer for them after.
A lot of your opponents have gone on to do great things in the sport. Wonder Boy. Which of those wins for you in your career meant the most? Is there one that stands out or one that you enjoyed the most?
I probably enjoyed the Eric Silva fight the most, only because it was close to my hometown. Like there was more of my family at that fight than at my family reunion. So and my kids came in the cage afterward. I was the main event last fight, so they were able to come in and hang out with me. And so that was probably the most satisfying, or the most satisfying. But honestly, probably my favorite was when I fought Robbie Lawler, and I thought that was my best performance, and I thought that I won that fight. I know that the judges obviously gave it to him, and I think the media was maybe a little bit torn. Some of them probably more gave it to him than me, but some gave it to me, and I thought that I won, and that was, to me, probably I don't know, that was, I felt the best walking out of that fight. Like, damn, like I did really good, against someone that I think I was maybe a little self-doubt within myself as to how well I was going to do. And then I exceeded my own expectations.
Yeah, both of you absolute legends. Interesting to see on your Twitter, it says coffee, deadlift, death metal, and elbows. Which one of those has been the most important for your career, do you think?
Well, definitely elbows. The other ones don't pay any bills. So
yeah, that's a fair point. That Diego Sanchez elbow, I think, is one of my favorite knockouts. Where do you rank that in terms of the best ever finishes in the UFC?
Oh God, I have no idea, man. There's been some crazy good finishes. I mean, as in terms of elbow knockouts, it's got to be one of the top 2 or 3, easy. In terms of overall knockouts, I mean, we've seen some, or finishes, I mean, we've seen some crazy finishes, right? Like Like this sport is absolutely fucking nuts, man. Like I don't know. You know, like the Joaquin, is that how you say his name? Joaquin Buckley. I mean, that
Joaquin
was
Buckley,
one
yeah.
of the craziest knockouts I've ever seen. And I mean, I watch kickboxing and and all these other sports all the time, and I've never seen that before. So only in MMA do you get some shit like that.
Yeah, it's been some just this year. I think there's been some ridiculous ones. I had the pleasure of interviewing Mark Coleman last year. What a legend he is. He speaks so highly of your ability. How much of an influence or how significant has he been for you in your career?
Man, Mark's one of my favorite people to be around, and in the gym, he's the most motivating guy ever. And, he's just a great friend all around, man. So can't say enough good things about him. I just love being around him, man. He's a great guy. He's been a huge influence my whole life. He's a local guy. So coming up, that was the guy everybody looked up to. He was not only a legend in the world, but obviously, in Ohio where I'm from. So to get to train with him and be friends with him, that's like a special thing.
It looks like Nick Diaz will return after a lot of speculation. How close have you come to fighting him in the past, and how keen would you be to welcome him back?
I don't think I've ever been close to fighting Nick. Maybe, I don't know. Nate, we actually had a contract and everything. I was supposed to fight Nate, and I signed the contract, and he didn't. I don't know, what his reasons were for that. I'm sure he's not the type of guy to be afraid or anything. So I wouldn't say that, but I'd be happy to welcome Nick. I have a lot of respect for him. I love him as a fighter. I love the way he fights and his attitude and everything. The reason I would even want to fight, I like the guy. So the only reason I would want to fight is just it's a big fight, so that's, it wouldn't be because I don't like him or I want to take something from him or anything like that.
It was a pretty fun fight between Edwards and Nate on the weekend. What did you make of it? Did you watch it? And did Leon do enough to earn the shot instead of Colby, do you think?
I actually didn't get to see the fight, so I can't really comment.
Who do you think should face the champ next?
I definitely think Leon has earned it. And I mean, he's on what, a 9-10 fight winning streak, and his last loss was to Usman. So yeah, I mean, I think he's totally earned it. Colby's earned it too, though. So, but I think Leon has just simply earned it more. Is all it comes down to. I mean, this guy deserves the spotlight. Yeah, he deserves to get in there and fight for a title. Colby, unfortunately, for whatever his reasoning is, he hasn't fought.
The Immortal is definitely one of the coolest nicknames in the sport, I think. I'm not sure if you saw it. A lot of people, the European Championships are on right now, and Christian Eriksen, one of the Danish players, he collapsed and died for several minutes, and they brought him back, and now it looks like he's okay. It's kind of remarkable, but it was really shocking to see. But does that resonate with you at all when you see that? Like, I guess he's another Immortal now. Did you see that incident?
Is it the soccer player, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were going to bring up there's a kickboxer, a Dutch kickboxer with a nickname, the Immortal.
Oh, yeah?
I can't remember his name. I don't know why it's escaping me right now. Like I've watched him many times fight, but yeah, the soccer player, I don't really know anything about it. So, that's the first I heard of it. You telling me right now?
Oh yeah, it was. It was big news. I guess it's Europe based though.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see you around for a while? Are you still in love with the sport? Are you still loving doing this? Are you planning to stick around for a while?
Man, I'm totally in love with the sport. It's just it'd be a kind of a day-to-day decision. I don't have anything planned right now, one way or another. The day-to-day decisions mainly just going to come down to whether I'm want to do more coaching. I have my own gym and a lot of upcoming guys that need my attention and have a lot of potential to do some good things. So I'll start doing some more coaching, and also my kids are getting older too. So they kind of require more of my time, and Other than that, I have 3 businesses, and just a lot of different things going on. So whenever I retire, if I ever retire, is not going to be due to lack of love for the sport, man. I love what I do, and sometimes, I just want to get rid of everything else and just be, a 25-year-old again, just focused 100% on fighting and not thinking about anything else.
Maximum respect. So good to interview you for the first time, Matt Brown, the Immortal. Great to see you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.